right, here we are. We are back. The Rum and Regret podcast. I am Andy Drake.
Johanna Myers.
Nate Tussey, and we drink and we know things.
That's right. We drink and we know things. We are talking about video games that we're playing now, stuff that we're excited about, and just maybe old favorites that are always sort of in the rotation when they come in. I'll start right now. The game that I'm playing right now is Star Wars Battlefront 2. I know I'm one of the few people still playing it, but it's one of the few things I play online with Scott up in Sacramento.
Oh, nice.
And then his little boy Zach comes in. They come in and out, so it's a fun little thing. But actually, the game that has dominated my PS4 for the last 3 weeks. Lego Dimensions, because I am teaching Xander the ways of the Force.
Shocked, not shocked, but I'm surprised that you guys opened that or let that genie out of the bottle. Because don't you have to buy figures and stuff for that?
Oh yeah,
Like
it is. No, it's a
challenges,
complete
right?
and total money suck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
no, absolutely, yeah, and so it was the reason. So it's let me give you some history into Lego Dimensions in our family, and then we can go around. But Jamie actually got it for me as a present last year because she thought it'd be something fun for Xander and I to do. I wasn't that stoked on it because Lego games are kind of tedious. I don't know if you guys have played Lego games on the PS4 or not, but it's a lot of tedious. The gameplay isn't really that great sometimes, and so and
break the plants, build the thing,
right.
The spot,
and Xander just wasn't at a point where he was like into it, like he liked watching me play, but he just wasn't into it. So she ended up returning it and returning some of the things. Xander wanted some of the figures, so we kept some of the figures. And then over the course of the year, he got excited about the little figures that were coming out, like Beetlejuice and Teen Titans and stuff like that. And so we already had about half of the Lego Dimensions things. Yeah. Nate?
Has he seen Beetlejuice?
Yes, he has, of course.
How old was he when he saw Beetlejuice?
He just saw it after the Lego came out.
And how old is he?
He's turning 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
High five.
I still haven't shown Addie Beetlejuice.
Start him
and she's
young.
seen all the Marvel shit.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. No, Xander's seen a lot of stuff that he just shouldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joker wins in movie power.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Has
Right.
he seen Dark Crystal yet?
He has not seen
No,
Dark
that's
Crystal.
that's
And
dark.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, Lego Dimensions, Star Wars Battlefront 2. However, I love the fighter games, so Mortal Kombat and Injustice are in the heavy rotation.
I got Injustice 2 for like a song, and I barely played it. We have to play that later.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. And so yeah, no, and the DLC on Injustice 2 is amazing right now. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's very, very out of whack, but like Hellboy and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and oh man, it's I don't know. I love what they're doing. Ed Boon can do no wrong.
So,
I think, and I don't know. I will.
The first Injustice was amazing.
Yeah, that's those Mortal Kombat and Injustice are franchises I will support as long as I am
Cheers to
gaming.
that.
Yes.
NetherRealm till death.
NetherRealm.
pretty
Yes.
Party
Yes.
fun.
Scorpion.
Get over here. Right, so anyway, but yeah, all that on my PlayStation 4. So, Jobin.
So I just had the good fortune of getting the Nintendo Switch finally.
Nice.
So I've been in Breath of the Wild for a long time, and
Yes.
that game is big,
Oh really?
very big,
Yeah.
and very. Just there's so much to it. And
Yeah.
yeah. I had to call a friend of mine because I started playing it and I kept getting my ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
Royally ass kicked, and I'm like, Andre, shout out Andre Thompson. I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Am I going places I shouldn't? And he's like, no, just that's kind of how the game is. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, you just kind of go in one direction until you can't go anymore,
Yeah.
and then you turn around and go in another direction until you can't go anymore, and you just kind of spiral out and do all your little quests and stuff. But it is a lot of fun once you get the hang of getting killed a lot.
Okay.
But that and South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
Nice. Excellent.
So those two are the two that I'm majorly playing now. I did start Lego Jurassic World
Okay.
just
Excellent.
because I had to, because
Okay.
it's Jurassic Park.
Awesome. What are your go-tos?
My go-tos are I'm big into story-based games, so
Mhm.
BioShock, Mass Effect, Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
those
yeah,
are-
yeah. Mass Effect was another reason I bought an Xbox.
Yeah. And also like original Nintendo games.
It wasn't before the last one. I see you over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the original Nintendo, so I
yeah.
still play all the old Marios, Yoshi.
Do you have your gold Zelda?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
And the second one,
Yeah,
was it
Link to the Past.
Link to the Past, yeah.
yeah.
And a friend of mine, Mousy,
Mhm.
we have standing burger time dates.
Nice, excellent.
Still haven't gotten past the second screen, but we're trying. It's been about 6 years.
Oh yeah,
We're working on it.
the Burger Time Nintendo was in heavy rotation growing up. And everybody in my house played it. I mean, everybody. My dad, my brothers, my mom even jumped in.
Yeah.
And it was downright vicious at times. Like downright vicious. No, it's my turn. Yeah. And so, yeah, a lot of the hate I had for my brothers growing up came around. It was not my turn for Burger Time.
Oh man.
Yeah. Nate, what you playing?
Not my turn for burger. So I have a problem with buying games and not finishing them. So lately I've been kind of going back through my catalog to kind of wrap it up box, so to speak.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Shadows of War lately, which is the Lord of the Rings sequel to Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah.
They just released an update called Blade of Galadriel, where you get to play as this elf lady assassin, comes through and just wrecks shop. So I'm going through that storyline now, but I realize since they released the update, now you have to choose which story you want to play, either the main story or the alternate one, and it gives you the hours you've played, and I just hit 300 hours on Shadow of War, which is... I don't have time to play video games, so that's ridiculous, in my opinion.
Clearly you do.
Right?
Your hour count begs to differ.
Yeah, exactly. I can never use that excuse again. Shit. I just outed myself. So that... I think there's several reasons I love that game so much. The writing's really good, the story's good. Loot boxes aside, which I'm not a fan of, you don't have to do that in that game. I was kind of checked out of video games for a little while, and then I went through and I went to my buddy Will's house, so shout out Sleazy, and he had a 4K setup. And I thought, I was looking at 4K for a while. I'm kind of a tech nerd also. And didn't really couldn't justify the price and that kind of thing. And then I saw it and played it, and holy shit, it's like another level.
Dude, it's gorgeous on 4K.
It's out of control. So
gorgeous.
So then I went and got a PlayStation Pro and a 4K TV, and I didn't upgrade the Xbox all the way because it was way too much of an ask. But I did get like the $165 S because it plays 4K 4K Blu-ray.
Okay.
So the circle is now complete. I am sucked way back in. So I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn quite a bit because that game is absolutely gorgeous.
Okay.
Now that's PlayStation
exclusive.
Yeah. That's another one where I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna need to get a PlayStation.
And that was the game that I saw on his TV that completely changed my mind. Like, holy shit, this is amazing, and I'm missing out.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, back to Shadow of War. So one of the reasons I really like that game. I said writing, I said the visuals, just the interaction, the combat. It's a lot like Arkham Knight, it's really quick pace and that kind of thing.
Right.
Just there's a lot of extra powers and all that skill trees you can do. But the really cool thing about that game is you can dominate the captains now. So you have the regular Uruks and the regular Orcs and Ologs and that kind of thing that you fight, but then there's all these captains that have different traits, like they're either immune to fire, or they're susceptible to poison, or they can call more troops or whatever.
Sure.
And you basically go around and you're trying to to source the best captain in the area to add him to your army, because then you have to defend your fortress against attacks and that kind of stuff. And you can assign one as a bodyguard, and they have these giant, huge tank guys that heal themselves. I just got really into that, like, collecting the best guys that you could get. And then they went out and released a patch that lets you fight against other people's big warlords online. So now, not only can you play in the game to try and have your guys fight each other and they level up and that kind of thing. You can go online and see who has the best overall warlord.
That's really cool.
It's cool, and it's tragic because if they die in that competition, they're done. You don't actually get to keep them anymore. Pro tip, if you turn off the application when your guy dies, you still have him.
Nice. Nice.
It's a cheaty kind of thing. But,
right.
What else? I started Uncharted 4 today.
That is a fantastic game, and one of the best video game series to ever come out.
For sure.
Side note, I hope they don't mess up that movie.
They're actually going to do one.
I think they are, yeah.
Is Fillion going to be in it?
I know. No, that would be epic if it was, but anyway. But,
yeah, I'm about 2 hours into that, so it hasn't really ramped up yet. I think I just finished the scuba dive, getting the giant container ship out of the river.
Okay.
Which was really cool in itself, because I'm a diver, or I was in a past life, and they did that whole thing really well, like the interaction. But then Star Wars Battlefront 2, like you said, I played the hell out of that game. That was the first game that I bought on the PS Pro, and it blows my mind every time I play it.
Right,
The visuals are out of control.
Yeah, the first Battlefront was fantastic, the one that came out a couple years ago, and I probably dropped a lot of hours on that game. I'm sure I did, because there was a lull in some work days where 3 o'clock.
Maybe not put this on the podcast.
No. But anyway, no. That's I spent a lot of hours on Battlefront 1, but like I said, Battlefront 2, I'm still getting used to the mechanics, because they changed quite a bit from 1 to 2, but.
And not to jump on the wagon, but I love what DICE did with that game. I love the storyline was good. It was short, but it was good.
Yeah.
That was a big thing that was missing from the first one. But as far as loot boxes and the way EA is trying to monetize it, I can't get behind that. And fuck EA for trying to make all that extra money off people.
And that was the big news this week, is that they're shopping for another.
Yeah,
so
that's what I heard.
Yeah,
and that's all basically because EA screwed up and everyone said, we're not going to fucking take it.
Right.
This is when we can insert the
music. We're not going to take it.
I was thinking we'd actually use the song.
No, we ain't going to take it.
And so now they screwed up, and they're going to lose their exclusive rights to the license, which I couldn't be happier about. I mean, can you imagine a developer like
Naughty Dog
or CD Projekt Red?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Can you imagine a Witcher 3 style Star Wars open world game? Or what I'd really like to see is a bounty hunter game set in the streets of Coruscant, like the Boba Fett movie or
right.
was supposed to come out. That would be
epic.
Yeah, because I wanted to play Battlefront so bad, but I just know I'm not a big first-person shooter person.
And I'm typically not too. But there's something about being in Star Wars that you're just like, holy crap, I'm a stormtrooper and I'm shooting rebels, and I'm like, I'm in a TIE fighter, or like I'm doing a run on the Death Star right now, and it's like,
right. So side tangent on that game, since you're a huge fan of it, what's your favorite mode to play?
Well, so my buddy Scott and I do Blast a lot. Okay.
That's the small,
that's the 10 on 10.
10 on 10.
Yeah, 10 on 10, but I do like Fighter Squadron. I've always liked Fighter Squadron, and just because and I love it. I love it this time because you can work up to the new ships, where before you had to magically catch a power up or a hero thing to get it. And so I love it. And then when I'm doing it, saying, "Daddy, be the Millennium Falcon," you know.
There's two.
Right. There's Reyes and there's Han. That's the best part of it, right?
Yeah.
And so. Guess which one Xander wants me to take every time? Which Millennium Falcon?
Han Solo?
Nope. He wants Reyes, because he is big into Rey.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
We're all into Rey.
Right. Yeah. Joe, you into Rey?
I'm into Hux.
Yeah.
It could be both. What about a Hux and Rey sandwich? I mean, it could be a thing.
No.
No.
Now, Kylo,
That's for the
Kylo
After
and
Dark
Rey.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that is an After Dark
I'm-
episode.
I'm coming around to the Reylo. I'm coming around with Kylo and Rey, but no. We need to have a shipping podcast.
I know, no, totally. We have to. Side note. Okay, and this is terrible.
These tangents are
You
really,
you mentioned Witcher.
Yeah.
I just saw just a random article that they're talking about a movie,
Really?
a Witcher movie
Hmm.
with how great would this be? Mads Mikkelsen
Oh
as
my
the
God,
lead.
that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect.
Yes.
How
Oh,
amazing would
God.
that be? That's just
Sorry,
like
clean up on aisle Joe. Clean up on aisle Joe.
Oh man,
Oh,
that would just be
God.
fantastic.
I love him. So
yeah.
much.
I'm
I can't wait for Death Stranding.
yeah. I unfortunately got into Witcher 3 when like all of it had sort of popped, and so it was
Yeah.
just it was too much for me to get into. You know.
I have it, and I haven't really played it.
Okay,
I
yeah.
loaned it to a friend of mine because I haven't actually gotten.
Yeah,
chance to get into it.
but I friends upon friends tell me, "Oh, Andy, you need to
It's
play that. You
amazing.
need to play this. You need to play this." And so it's still there. I still have it.
So the other thing that they're working on too, that same developer, CD Projekt Red, is Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh
It's
yeah,
their next project, and that
Yeah.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
I really hope if they stick to the level of production they've done for them, like The Witcher, it's gonna be
Right.
a slam dunk. I can't
yeah. And we can talk about this on another cast, but another upcoming game that I didn't think I'd be excited for, but I watched the trailer and now I'm kind of excited for it. Is the new God of War?
wait. Yes, it looks great.
To be honest, the second game sort of like it was and then the third game was even like I don't even know that I bought the third game.
Nope.
But this new one looks completely
It's
awesome.
amazing.
So
And the father-son
Oh,
dynamic
yeah.
is especially for those of us with the kiddos.
oh,
So,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for Sea of Thieves, which I didn't think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind
yes.
of like I heard about it. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh okay, whatever. You know, pirate ship game. Like,
Yeah.
and then I saw the trailer for it. I'm like, this looks really freaking good.
Yeah.
Shout out again to Andre. I think what is he, Turk Ferguson 925 or something like that. Is his handle. But he's been pushing that hard on Facebook just about how much he enjoyed it, and I've watched a lot of videos on it for as long as we've been able to watch them. It looks great. My only concern is the depth, like because you can only go on so many treasure hunts and it's the same thing over and over. But
Yeah.
I did see something recently where they kind of expanded. There's several different factions you can work for. There's a bunch of different endgame stuff you can do. There's the Kraken that you gotta figure out. It's a persistent Kraken in
Right.
the world.
Yes.
It's just amazing. It looks really fun. I don't know if I'm gonna get it on Xbox because it's not a 4K system.
Right.
Maybe I'll just get it from my PC and stream it through the TV.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
Right. Yeah.
And then another thing that just you bringing up Andre reminded me, PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Oh yeah.
I want to try that, and again, I'm like, you don't like first-person shooters. Why are you going to try this? But it looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
Is it free to play?
No, but it's like
Okay.
$15 on,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
on Xbox Live or whatever. But
Yeah. I did.
yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I was the same about first person shooters and just online multiplayer in general. Like I'm like if I don't have to play a game online, I won't.
Yeah.
But no, since Battlefront, I have sort of I've gotten to like them quite a bit, and from purchasing an Xbox, I got into Gears of War because that came with it.
Mm-hmm.
And man, those are great games too. Those are fantastic games.
And like I think I should probably say like I don't know if there's much of a difference, but like when I say first person shooter, I mean like the multiplayer like Destiny, Halo, Titanfall, things like that, where it's basically I just end up getting my ass kicked like 5 minutes in, and it's like, okay, this is kind of not really that much fun.
Well, and especially if you jump on one of those games sort of late in the process, you don't get the cool gear, and you don't get the especially when a lot of the rewards are you need to play with a lot of people online and sort of organize these the raid parties or whatever, and it's like, okay, I can't do that. But like, and my wheelhouse for sort of first person shooters and something that and this is another franchise that I'd support till the end of the earth is Borderlands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And,
I like Borderlands a lot.
And some backstory here is part of the courting process with my wife was co-oping the first Borderlands to completion.
So awesome.
Yeah.
You know you've got the right one when.
Yes. No.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. And so we have since co-opted the other 2 games that have come out
Nice.
and are anxiously awaiting 3.
Awesome.
Yeah, as soon as that comes out. So yeah.
So there's a couple that I'm really looking forward to this year. I just actually went through a release list just to grab a couple. So
Nice.
Sea of Thieves, obviously, it looks really good. Far Cry 5 looks amazing, and the setting where you're in, I think it's the middle of America, right?
Right.
It's,
Yeah.
basically
That's a great
fighting a
series too.
revolution,
Yeah.
against the people that have taken over the country. It's going to be a big year for the. So I still do a lot of PC gaming when I have time.
Mhm.
So my laptop can run most things pretty well at this point still, but BattleTech and MechWarrior Mercenaries are both coming out this year, which are supposed to be just really well done and awesome. I can't wait for that. God of War, obviously.
Yeah.
Darksiders 3 is coming out.
Oh yeah.
With Fury as the main character, female lead with a whip, so that should be interesting. The new Spider-Man game is coming out.
Okay.
Insomniac's making that, and that looks amazing. If you've seen any of the previews,
No.
it looks really good. And it's supposed to be like almost a pinnacle of the 4K show-off type.
Oh,
for
okay.
The Pro. It's supposed to be at that level. It looks really amazing. And then I did get a Switch. I haven't had a chance to play much. Mostly Mario Kart with my kiddo, and then we actually took it to Vegas and played it on the flight. We were racing Mario Kart.
That's
Had
awesome.
an empty middle seat, put it on the stand, we were yelling in the aisles, and it was pretty fun. But for that, I'm looking forward to doing a Metroid Prime 4 game for that. They're going to
Excellent.
release the new Wolfenstein on that.
Oh, fantastic.
They did release Doom, which looks
Yeah,
interesting.
I have
too.
Doom. I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
And then the last one I'm really excited about is the Last of Us Part 2.
Oh
on
yeah.
PlayStation.
Right.
The first
Oh
one
yeah. It was really good.
amazing. Probably
Yeah.
the best story ever written for PlayStation.
I agree.
Really well done.
Yeah, and I mean, and decent gameplay. It was
Yeah, the gameplay was great.
it was hard for me
And
to get through it.
scary.
Yeah.
Like if you play that in the dark
No.
with good surround sound, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway,
What's
that's
going on the list?
long-winded, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
All right. Rum and Regret Gaming Podcast.
Yeah,
Number
cheers.
1 in the books.
Alrighty.
Cheers, boys,
Cheers,
girls.
Linkity.
Hey.
Hey, opa.